All right. Good evening and welcome, Zelda 1 Randomizer race fans, to the first week of the Swiss rounds of the 2025 Zelda 1 Randomizer Random Force Tournament. We are going ahead and taking a look at two great runners tonight. On our left-hand side of the screen is BrewersFanJP. We're going to go by JP for this run. And on the right is PDXRex. We're going to call him Rex for the rest of the run as much as we can. Coming from the commentary booth here today, I am Neo Nonate, and joining me is Money Mercs. Mercs, how are you doing this evening?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, that's excitement right there. I love it.
I'm just glad I heard you pronounce your own name because we always call you Neo, Neon, Neo None. So never knew.
There's some interesting ones. Mrs. Mal, I think, threw like 18 syllables into it last night. So like, I get it. It's Neo Nonate. We'll go by Neon for the stream. That'll make things a little bit easier today.
That works.
All right. Well, getting things fired off here, guys. We'll go and get this started in just a moment. We're about a minute behind from the actual start time of these guys running. And for the people asking questions, Rex's timer should go reset itself just as this goes and started. And I did call Mrs. Mal out, but not in a bad way, Malkier. But it's just as an example. But yeah, this is going to be our first round of the Swiss week. There's actually 6 weeks of the Swiss rounds going on here. So we're going to see people seated in 6-0, 5-0. Basically, anybody who gets 6-0, 5-1, I'd say 5-0, 4-2, or even most of the 3-3s, or actually all the 3-3s, are going to go ahead and make their way into the actual brackets. So it should be pretty good. And by the way, here we are starting off.
Pretty good starting spot, too. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I can't complain too much.
On coast.
On the coast.
Boat was on coast.
Beautiful. All right.
Yeah, you know, that's half the battle right there, and depending on what else you need, but it's nice knowing that thing's sitting there.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna learn in this case that
level 2.
Well, that's gonna make it ladder required for this seat, which is good to know.
Yep, definitely ladder required already. Oh, boomerang just sitting on floor.
A nice little freebie.
I still don't want that freebie.
If it's early on in the seed, you know, it's safe to go ahead and grab the boomerang. I think.
I still might opt out of the blue one. I'll usually pick up the wood one early, but I hate the blue one. It's just like annoying.
Yeah, you get the little extra.
Oh, Rex gets the wand though. Rex,
that is nice.
Yeah, wand hunting. That's a great start. The bow on coast. Wand like at Armos.
Rex is going back into 2 because he didn't actually see what was past that first room. That wand's not helping him out.
Yeah, he's gonna get bombs real quick and same thing.
The bombs are a nice little opportunity right there.
JP's got the bombs too, and a wand. He's gonna go into 7 and dip out.
That's not too bad. That's 2 dungeons pretty early on. 7, yeah. You know, usually not the most desirable ever, but functional.
Yeah, Spectacle Rock is like a myth most of the time in these seeds. It doesn't bomb a lot, so we're gonna see that bomb there.
It's one of those ones that, like, in your gut, you sit back and you say, you know, Monaco Rock never bombs. You never see anything over at, in my opinion, the push blocks in the grave, the actual grave pushes.
Those don't push a lot in these either. I've noticed that too. It's like,
but I guess statistically, it's about a third.
Yeah. It's usually like 1 will push, if any, but a lot of times I get neither also. So JP is going to do some more exploration. Rex got, yeah, he got the heart out of 2 also. I'm not sure if he saw or took the boomerang, but I definitely saw him pick up a heart, and it looked like it was key block, so he dipped from there.
Yeah, which is fair.
And we got a candle in the bomb cave over there, so that's a good, nice thing to find out early too. Sometimes you don't find it for a while in these.
Alright, we know we can buy keys if we need to buy keys. We get our blue ring shop there in case we want it. Which is a nice little thing for us to go ahead and find out as well.
Yeah, I sniped you on this roll. Rex said he didn't want Jess to roll. And I know she was probably lurking, but I did want to cause some chaos. I rolled one for Caffey and McMonkey earlier, and it was not a bad seed for them, so we'll see if I caused chaos in this one. Looks pretty good so far, though.
Yeah, I like it. This isn't bad. It's a good starting moment for the Armos. Good starting location for everything.
2 levels, wand, early candle. I mean, bow on coast. I mean, how bad can it be, right?
Exactly. are we doing on the sync? We're like a 1 second away. I'm getting it finicky on making sure that these two are exact, right? Make for a good stream.
Looks pretty synced up to me.
All right, Rex checking out Casino Corner 2. I'm sorry, getting out of Casino Corner 2, and it looks like we're going to maybe take a peek at 1Q5 in just a moment over on JP's side.
I didn't see if he found any other rupee spots yet, but that one was 8, so not the best, but probably the small secret, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst. These seeds are like big, the big monies are one thing, the large secrets, but these usually get made or broken on mid secrets. So we'll see how it goes. That's 75. That's a lot of people attempting to have different versions of my name in chat. Let me tell you. That what was that 75 for the candle? That's a little pricey, and for people out there who are not used to this, incidentally, with this flag set that we're looking at, that there are no extra candles. Which, by the way, thank you to Fred Coughlin. That is the best quality of life thing I've ever seen added into this game. Was the extra candles put into those take annies? But that's a tough death.
So Rex takes a death, and then JP Fall is taking a death by waterfall.
But it's a overall it's going to be an interesting one here, so to say the least. And so you're going to have to buy that candle, or you're going to find the red candle somewhere, but you're going to have to buy that candle more likely than not. So it's time to go ahead and work your way up.
Rex finds 9, so we get to see how many Triforces I screwed them up today. 6. Alright, that's not bad.
6 isn't bad at all. So, again, for any of the newcomers here, this is the Random Force Tournament. It's anywhere between 5 to 8 Triforces required to enter level 9. So we need 6 this time, which means we don't have to pick up 2 Triforces. Which means we maybe don't have to dig every single dungeon, but this leads to some really interesting strategy choices. Because then you have to make the choice, do I go in here? Do I not go in here? Am I leaving behind something like the silvers or the red ring? Or, oh, that's a big secret over on JP's side.
Yeah, that's a nice one. He got bopped and he made him screw up his bomb. I hate that. Found any roads.
Very nice. A little bit of lag. So we missed what 1Q1 is.
That's a mythical spot too. That left coast spot never bombs. It's like a joke between me and Shaddy, and it just never opens.
I hear you, man. It's another one of those, like, we statistically prove that that's wrong, but I don't care what statistics say. It almost certainly never opens.
Conspiracy theory. Not the worst any roads.
No, and that mid secret that Rex just picked up over there, 40. So we're at the max mid secret. We get a huge large secret at 121.
Yep.
I mean, we're rocking and rolling. We're cooking with gas when it comes to money.
A lot of bomb droppers on the overworld too, so that's pretty nice. I mean, I've seen they got gorillas, all kinds of stuff for dropping bombs right now. So I mean, we've already watched them farm bombs outside that level 2 a few times each. So.
Thankfully, that candle is not the rare shop. So we're going to go ahead and have an opportunity to pick it up, and I think Rex is going to go do exactly that, and I think JP is actually heading right towards the candle right now, too.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get it now, so we'll see how long it takes Rex. Oh, Rex finds it anyway, so he's going to grab his here. Wasn't the rare.
Nope, not the rare at all, which is a nice little boon for these guys here. Like we said, they're going to have to pay for it at some point, right? So might as well just do it now when you have the cash for it before you hit too many door repairs.
Yeah, Rex hasn't even found that big secret either, so he's in pretty good shape. I mean, he doesn't know how much the big secret... Well, let's see what this is. 40 again, so that's pretty good mid-secret.
We're still hunting for that wood sword. We'll see where we end up on that one there. But, I mean, overall, it's looking good. The money's nice. We're gonna... Oh, never mind. Speak of the devil there. We now have a wood sword, and what was that? The 1Q potion shop? It sure was. Well, now we can do something about those whiz robes in 2 if we feel like it. And by the way, while we're going ahead and getting this fired off, I'm sure everybody can see in the middle section over here all the different items that our people are picking up and where they're finding them and everything. So I want to go ahead and just say thank you to Nochi, who's our tracker today. Our trackers are making sure that everything you see here is accurate, up to date, and most importantly, making sure that that Mercs and I are staying honest with the stuff that we're sharing and the stuff that we're talking about. So thank you so much to Nochi.
A child was giving me an update on the NBA dunk contest just now, so I had to...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was telling me some guy dunked over a car.
That's awesome. Alrighty, so 1Q8 burned, 2Q7 did not burn. And the large secret in the Deadwoods, the 2Q large secret in the Deadwoods also did not burn. So we're seeing a little bit of a mix here. For the fun fact, oh, there we go, we get some more, we got the inroads over there for Rex to check out.
Yeah, he's gonna see that. Well, I would have checked those two spots before I dipped from there, but he might go back. Nope.
Rex likes the early Death Mountain plays. And he's got an opportunity to get up here and play around with it, and that can really change things too. Like, I guess go up there.
Yeah, I guess he figures I have bombs. I'm up here. Let me see what happens. Found a heart. That's good. And JP is gonna find his 9 now.
Now we don't know exactly how many hearts it's going to take to get the white sword item, nor do we know what the white sword item is quite yet.
Nope.
But Rex is getting close with 5.
Arrow shop, that's sitting around 2.
That's a tough screen to get through there.
Yeah, it's a pain. If somebody gets early booked too, I don't know if we've seen both secrets, but I know we've seen at least 1. I think we might have seen 2. Rex gets 1 early, so that's good for him.
Yeah, that's a good choice to get into Death Mountain here, right? Like, I mean, it doesn't always roll up here, but it's so people don't want to go to Death Mountain. So if you're making that choice now and it pans out, it's a really big investment.
Yeah, no, finding 1 in these are awesome. I mean, even if it doesn't have anything, you get a quick dungeon out of the way, and you got a shot at 2 different items. So.
Absolutely. And again, for people who haven't been hanging around here, they have our Shuffle Within Dungeons flag on. Let's call it the Intra-Dungeon Shuffle, perhaps, where every dungeon is going to have a heart in there still, but it may be in the staircase, it may be on the floor. Here's an example of one in the staircase. And our Coast Heart's hanging around here somewhere. So no matter how you slice it, one is going to have an item that matters.
I'm finding even the Coast Heart in 1 right now wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, he only has a few hearts, and it's early on enough that JP's have found 4 also.
Yeah. 4 over by start. I mean, this is at least 1 guaranteed for Rex, maybe more. And the keys are playing along very nicely, which is a rarity for 1. Alright, we're going to see what we can do with the wand over in 4, which is fair.
I don't think either of them has found the wood. Oh no, Rex did find the wood sword. JP hasn't.
Yeah, it's hanging out over at 1Q Potion Shop just west of Start Area. So JP's on his way there already. Just, you know, burning on the way.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
At least Paul's voice, I mean, without a bow and arrow, this is going to be a little annoying, but the wand is certainly a lot better than having just a wood sword in this case.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
There we got our Triforce for Rex over there. We got a little bit of a lag, so I don't know if we missed him picking anything up over on that side.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm kind of curious myself. I was just thinking that.
He doesn't go back in, then we know he got something.
Yeah, he must have. Did he get 2 hearts in there?
You know, he had 5 at the take any, and then was 1 in the stairs. So we got 1 heart in there. He must have gotten another item.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he got. I guess we'll have to wait till he changes items or stops freezing. And JP is gonna find a stairs heart also.
Yeah, and chat brings up a really good point. Maybe it's the red ring, because it doesn't look the same, his sprite, as it did earlier. It's hard to tell with the Wizrobe sprite sometimes, but I actually think that you're right. That does look different. I think he got red ring. Oh, and chat points out it's on his tracker.
Nice. That's a really good pickup for that early.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So we're sitting at red ring in 1, picked up. Death Mountain dig, which, you know, JP's maybe not going to go ahead and do, especially not with the candle where you can go and poke around so much in the lower part of Hyrule. I mean, this is going to potentially be a pretty big advantage for Rex over here.
But did Rex take both items out of one there? I'm curious because it was frozen. We saw him get a heart, and he has red ring. Is there another item that he got that we don't know about? Or...
You know, after chat said something, I just peeked his stream and looked at his tracker, and he does not have another item marked out in run 1. So
I don't know if he was blocked by something or.
Yeah, it's a shame that lag. Not sure what JP's. Well, I mean, I guess technically the Paul's voice might jump over enough for you to hit it.
Yeah, he's probably just waiting for it to come back. He probably doesn't want to reset and walk all that again.
Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah, we're getting tired of it. And the big secret found for Rex, and I mean, coming down to like, what are you going to spend that money on at this point? It's going to be arrows and.
Yeah, he doesn't need a ring, so I mean. Yeah. It's like the one nice thing about finding a ring really early too. It's like, well, I know I won't need that. A lot of runners won't even buy it anyway at that, very costly price tag in these. But
as long as we don't find the book in like 9.
I was gonna say that's like a big thing too. It's like keeping the money to have for hints, So
yeah. Well, let's cross our fingers and hope that the book is not sitting in 9 today, or one of the other big ones like an 8 or something like that. But that way we can take advantage of it early, and these runners can take advantage of their money early.
Well, we know it's not in 2. I don't know if it was in 1 or not, or Rex just opted not to take something in 1. So, and Rex just found 3. So, all the little dungeons have been found so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And chat asking some questions about the distribution of items over here. But there is a flag, which and by the way, power bracelet there in 3 that Rex just found.
Finds PB.
Tracy jumping in with the community information, so thank you, Tracy. But yeah, the red ring and silvers can be set to 9 because that's our vanilla location for them, and you can say that those got to go there, but everything else shuffles. But there's nothing that says explicitly just red ring has to go into the world of 9 as compared to
And in these fights, nothing important like ladder or whistle or toot or whatever you want to call it will be in 9. No important items in 9. Silvers can be in 9 still, though.
Yeah, which makes it common, not obviously every time, but it makes it common that our runners tend to gamble on 9 for silvers if they get all of the Triforces they need, but they don't have the silvers quite yet. Knowing that the distribution of silvers there is, because there's 5 items that are out of the potential pool to end up in 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decent gamble to make.
Yep. And JP's pretty damn deep into this 4 now, so
yeah.
I don't think he's found the item yet, which is going to be a floor item. And there it is. It's the ladder.
Which, yeah, that's a great item to find. We know it's required, so
yeah, he needs that. I mean, and this is going to be his try, and he's out of here.
Yeah, not too bad. JP tying up the Triforce count 4 versus the one that Rex has, which Rex has that benefit over in 1 with the red ring and all that goodie, but I mean, having that ladder is going to be huge for this early game here.
Just knowing where the bow is, but I would think Rex would look for 4. I mean, or the lower dungeons anyway. I don't know what his theory is about finding dungeons, or it's not in some weird place either. It's just under a burn bush. So I mean.
And right now it's 1 next to 8 is right next to where 4 is over by the start area. So, it's going to be a boon when he starts going down that way to find both of them sort of clumped up together.
Yep. Be interesting how long JP stays in 8 though.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like we've seen enough dungeons where we probably have 6 already, depending if there's any blocks, but I don't think we're going to even need PB or anything blocking-wise. We saw 2, 7, 3, 4, and 8.
We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. I think the other one we're missing is 6 at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen a lot of dungeons already that weren't blocked, so...
And most of them are pretty readily accessible, too. Like, the Death Mountain ones, I get it, right? They're over in the Death Mountain world. Mm-hmm. But these ones here at 4 and 8 and they're readily accessible. We know where 2 is right by start, and then 7 is over there by that coast where the secret is in 1 queue. So like, yeah, this is actually probably this has the potential to be a fairly quick seed today.
Yep. Definitely without anything blocked or like a 9 blocked or like something like that.
Yeah, now let us find out that the recorder is like all the way deep.
Well, we don't know. We don't know that. You know what? The thing that could be the monkey wrench could be silvers, like under something weird or in a weird place. We haven't seen white sword items still, and it could definitely potentially be that. So you know,
find that under a recorder or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. Raft spot, even worse.
Oof. That always feels bad.
Yeah, especially when you clear the whole rest of the map and you're like, oh.
Like, the odds are low. Look at all these other spots I can go to.
Yep. I mean, and I think we're like pretty much even too, because JP has seen stuff like on the lower side of the map. I think Rex kind of like missed or just hasn't been to yet, and then Rex has seen the stuff in DM, obviously. So
yeah, absolutely true.
Pretty even-ish as far as like finding stuff.
And even with JP not having the wood sword quite yet, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They both have wands, so they're pretty much equal on offense at this point, except against Wizrobes, and we've only seen them so far in 2. So.
There's his wood sword, though.
Very nice, very nice. A little bit of latency over on Rex's side, and that's fine. We'll keep taking a look over at JP for a little bit.
See how long it takes JP to get up to DM. There is the other hit spot, so both hit spots are just sitting there, but other than finding like a arrows hint or something, I mean, I don't think we really probably need them at this point.
No, that's the only thing I can think that would be relevant, right? Is hey, where are the silvers at this point?
He's taking the JP took a $2 heart there.
It took the pity heart.
Pity heart, yeah. Rex grabs a quick Triforce out of 7.
Let's see if he sticks around. I mean, 7 could be valuable. Or 7 could be garbage. Never 7, right?
Never 7.
Down. There you go.
That's a bad death too, just from where start screen is, if he's gonna go back there.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he really planned on checking over there still. He's gonna go get his bow though. And he's got arrows now. So bunnies won't be a problem for him if he has those.
Yeah, so that'll help get rid of those Paul's voice issues, which we knew we were running into.
Yep.
Now we get another... where is Rex going? Huh. Now we got another couple, like, fun pieces here, too, that we gotta take a look at with these guys. Like, Rex picking up the bracelet, for instance, could be a boon if something's under it.
Yeah.
But if nothing is, I mean, we're at a point where he's going to stop and push the blocks. We've already seen that. And that's going to be potentially a detriment to our run today.
Yeah. And he's done a lot of DM too, so he'd be wasting time going back there if something wasn't there. Gets that big secret, he's back to 255 again.
Yeah, he was like, what, 230 though when he picked that up? That's a little bit of a waste, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
Mythical spot.
Got nothing burning over here. We got some more stuff going over by the little lake. Wonder if we'll end up seeing meat come into play, because that's a pretty low price for meat. Oh, actually, I think he's going back for it. Yeah, there it is.
He is. He figures got to spend it on something here, so...
Yeah, you get all that cash, why not?
I just hate menuing through extra stuff.
I think that's the first time we've seen a bomb shop, though, for 26 rupees. That might actually be our rare shop for today. That's all the way in the southwest corner.
Yeah, I was going to say, all the way down south. It's not the right bush, Rex.
You're off by
that's
not a bush at all, Rex!
Yeah, that was burning dirt over there. That's a good call buying that meat. At least that guy was 40 replenished, almost all the meat price back.
And what's the worst that happens? I mean, all you really got to do is buy some arrows, right? And then you're pretty much out of things to go spend some cash on.
He's pretty good on keys too. He has 3 keys. JP finds 5.
Yeah, hanging out under that that burn bush there in 5, which is usually pretty good for screen scrolling into the over into the grave area there.
Exorcist P green colored 5.
Gonna say first push block in 5 isn't in fact going to be a transport like it always seems to be. It sure is.
And maybe the item's in the next room. No.
Either we're segmented or that's the other end of the transport.
Yeah, it's either a really dumb transport or 2 segments. Here we go.
Good thing that JP picked up some arrows, because now we can go and just churn right through those poles, boys.
He's gonna get his Triforce really fast if he wants. I would imagine he digs around though, because he doesn't have...
Yeah.
He doesn't have silvers or anything yet, so I mean, it's still a relatively smaller dungeon.
Yeah, generally speaking, like, anything that's more or less not 6, 7, or 8 is worth the dig. Not always, but
5 could be big sometimes. I don't know. We don't know what this one looks like. Now we do. Yeah, it's like medium.
You in fact have a segment too, so those might not be connected.
Yeah. One just might take you up top, and the other one might take you to that one room.
Yeah.
That's my guess on that. JP is pretty... He only has 2... he's just got these 2 keys too, so... Looks like he's trying to hold off on really spending them. He's trying to find a different route.
I hear him. Well, no, you gotta do it or take the... Oh, he's going for the transport.
Yeah, he's gonna see where this one goes. It does not push an 8 Rex. Actually, I could push
I'd say that's actually good information. I didn't know that.
No. That room doesn't... I'm sorry, that room doesn't drop an 8.
Yeah,
it can push. It usually doesn't, but it can.
That one only drops in 4, I think, right?
Yeah, I think only in 4.
Give me, I haven't memorized everything yet, but man, I'm trying. Nice bomb upgrade, by the way, for JP in 5, which the bomb upgrade guys are not necessarily shuffled, quote unquote, in this this seed or this flag set, as in
Rex threw the meat at the wall instead of a bomb.
We can have both of our guys for bomb upgrades in 5. We can have both of them in 7, or we could have 1 in 5, 1 in 7, according to this flag string here.
So I don't know.
1 in 5.
I don't know if you watched that one that I rolled earlier, the McMonkey and Kathy one.
How was it?
There was 2 bomb guys literally in the room next to each other. I've never seen that before.
What was that? I bet you it was in 7, wasn't it?
No, I think it was like 5 or something.
Oh, really?
It might have been 5, 4. I don't think it was one of the later dungeons.
I was gonna say because of the flags, they have to be in 5 or 7 in this this set.
It might have been
They
5,
were
man.
5. Oof. That is unexpected.
I could be wrong.
That's
Tracy's
so
probably
cool, though. I love it.
Tracy's probably correcting everything I'm saying in chat right now.
Tracy is a fount of knowledge on how things work here in this game. I love it. And by the way, that appears to be our bait block there at the top of 5, and there is nothing being blocked. I get that it was a good safety purchase, but I don't think we're gonna need it.
Yeah, I haven't had too many meat blocks in these so far. Maybe 1 or 2, but not too much.
We're investing that time in 8, which is good. Oh, white sword
for JP. That's a good pickup.
Yeah. I mean, we got the from Oh, that's right, Mako. After that, thank you for that stat. I had actually forgotten that. After, as part of some of the stats work that was getting done, both of the bomb upgrades are only in 7, not in 5. 5 does not
really? I
get
didn't
to
know
actually show that. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that stat entirely.
I didn't know that. So the bomb upgrades are both always in 7?
They're supposed to be either both in 5, both in 7, or 1 in each.
But after crunching the numbers, we haven't found an instance yet where both were in 5. It's been either one in each or both in 7.
Go check that one earlier. Like I said, I don't remember which dungeon they were in. Tracy might remember. She was watching, but they were definitely both in the same room right next to each other.
Oh yeah, I definitely will check that out. I bet it was a great race knowing those runners.
Yeah.
And incidentally, just for the questions in chat, which I know are also getting answered in chat, yeah, the ladder was hanging out in 4. That's what we needed to get the bow off of the coast. And so Rex hasn't made his way to 4, though it is one screen over from 8. But that JP has, which means JP's been able to pick up the bow, and Rex has not.
Yeah, Rex has been spending a lot of time in 8 too, so I'm hoping for him that silvers or something good is in here, because this is a lot of time in here where he could have been finding 4, which he's going to need.
And a fun fact for people asking about 5 and the old men, 5 will have 3 old men in first quest and shapes. I think it's only 1 old man in second quest, but don't hold me to that. I feel like that's something that Tracy would know off the top of her head.
Has he found anything in 8 yet? I know looks like he's dug out a lot of it.
I think he found a heart, right? In 8, and aside from that,
I didn't even see that. Yeah, we're froze too, which which doesn't help. Oh, unfroze. And JP's gonna find his level 1. Oh, here's the stairs, maybe. Okay, any queue.
Fantastic. Well, you know, is that worth digging 8? I think it might be. It's one of those, like, gut reaction things that it just feels bad with keys and flag set.
Feels bad when you have a few keys at that, like when you're not really struggling for keys, but I'm not sure if he has another item outstanding. Looks like he does, because he's still going, so... I'm guessing he's looking for the other staircase still.
And to answer another question in chat here, can the rando handle second quest walls? It sure can! Fred did a fantastic job of getting this all set up. We absolutely can see second quest walls, second quest everything in there. People asking questions like that, you know what you should do? You should pop on, download that randomizer, join our Discord, start playing some races with us, see some of the fun, weird stuff that we got.
This could be the other stairs. It looks like Rex looking for him. And
it bushes.
Just might be. Heart.
Well, that'll be our coast heart, Nate, then.
Yeah, that's not good for Rex.
And the any key is very nice, but did it justify a dig like this is the question.
It depends. I mean, if they're like struggling with keys, I mean, look, JP has 7 keys now, so probably not. Rex has actually had keys like this whole match so far. He hasn't really struggled.
Ooh, loose ropes.
I wonder if this is the room Rex skipped.
Could be. I was hearing Gleok over in chat, but you know, I didn't see it. That's a messy room, though. Red ring or not, that's a messy room.
He's gonna save it. He's gonna try. Oh.
Yeah, I would have skipped the rest of 1 too, to be fair.
I'm stupid. I would have did 30 times and died and lost everyone. I would have known there was a boomerang there, though.
looks like JP's gonna take a stab at it. Well, there we go.
I saved the room too. There's only 2 blue wizards there now.
In the first one, he's still got that second room to get into, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he needs to go through the second one or not. We didn't see Rex's 1, so Rex is gonna get his Triforce here in a minute. Out of 8.
And to answer another question in chat, I mean, how was it decided on 6/8 Triforces to enter 9? It's so. Oh, by the way, Raft is the other item.
That was what was in 1.
Interesting.
I don't even know if Rex. I don't know if he has that. We haven't seen him.
Yeah, I haven't.
I don't think he took a coast spot. Rex is gonna find
4 right now.
Yeah.
So answer that question, like Fred added a flag for us to actually set what range of Triforces that you want to have when you start entering into level 9, rather than like a random number or a set number or something like that. In this case, it was set to 5 to 8.
Got a little bit of play testing in the early days. It feels like a really good number, right? Because it messes around with strategies. It lets you treat things a little bit differently. Pentaforce, which I believe inspired this, was a 5 Triforce tournament in the past. So it feels like a good range to do this. And today's 6, randomly chosen when the seed was generated.
You're welcome.
I mean, if it goes pretty quickly here, like they're gonna sing your praises after this, and if it doesn't, you're gonna be cursed out.
Yeah, that's fine. Rex is up in like Mag's territory too, which I don't think we've seen so far.
I think we saw it under 1Q8, if I remember correctly.
Oh, what was it? I didn't see that.
It wouldn't be too bad. Now he's gonna get his ladder, since he knows he's gonna. Oof, that room just concerns me every time on JP's side.
I feel like what was the other level that was on Death Mountain? Was it 3?
I believe it was 3, yeah, because
Yeah,
Rex has been there and JP hasn't.
I was gonna say, did Rex skip the Triforce there? Was it blocked or something? I don't know.
Yeah, he bailed thinking he was blocked, but I don't recall why he thought he was blocked.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a ladder block or what. I'm not sure. He might go back to that 3 too. Also, I don't know why they both skipped it. They both skipped out at 2, so I don't know if it was just Wizrobes or.
I think they just bailed because it was early for them and the combat was pretty gross. But I mean, there should be an opportunity for both of them to pop back in. If you're only looking for 6 Triforces, I mean, 2 is pretty quickly and pretty easily on the docket. Oh, 3 out of Goma. Thank you, Theorwolf in chat. That's very helpful information.
3 out of Goma, gotcha. And JP won't be stopped by that Goma.
Oh.
Rex will shortly not be stopped by that Goma if he opts to buy arrows. He's stuck in the same room that JP was stuck in. That lone, and he's also gonna uppay.
An unpleasant 4. Now we got JP heading up to Death Mountain, so he's gonna catch up on all the information that Rex got early on. I mean, he's already been on Death Mountain, obviously, from Scene 1, but he's clearing the rest of Death Mountain, is what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm. I know Rex has to go.
Oh, he's not going to consider this ladder blocked, is he? Oh, no, Rex!
That's not good.
That's not good at all. That's,
That might be death.
Yeah, that's a game changer for the seed. If he's leaving because he genuinely thinks he's ladder blocked, that puts JP very firmly in the lead right now.
Oh, 3 had the PB, so we did know that. He just didn't get the Triforce out of it.
Yeah, and this appears to be the Goma block that chat was good to point out to us here.
Yep.
Alright, Rex picking up another heart. Probably gonna go for mags. I mean, it's pretty close to where the spawn is, where start is, but there we go. There's that Triforce in 3.
Oh, okay. It was under this spot. Gotcha.
Yeah, the 1Q8.
1Q8. Gotcha. You got mags too, so that's gonna help.
Especially if he's gonna pop back into 2, which I bet he is right now. Or maybe he's not. I know maybe he is. Yeah, gosh, this one could go. This could go downhill real quick if he thinks 4 is ladder blocked. I mean, he's gonna be digging.
Yeah, JP only needs silvers, so I mean, well, Rex knows he's only here for a try. So I mean, the only thing really left to dig, I think, that he has left at this point is 7. We haven't seen 6, I don't believe.
That's the challenge, right? Is if he thinks 4 is ladder blocked, is he gonna go clear every overworld spot looking for 6?
Well, he knows he's blocked in 3, so he has 7, which he has. I don't know how big it is, and I don't think we've seen the item in there. And then, I mean, he needs to go back to 4 is what he needs to do, obviously. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, thank you, chat, for popping in and giving some info on
things that we got going on here. There's obviously a lot going on the screen at a bunch of different times. So if you see something you think we need to update, let us know. But I will say No Cheat for doing a great job for keeping things up to date and ensuring that we're tracking through and visualizing things as it comes. Ooh, a ladder river spot bombs. That's always a fun one. Alright, well, we gotta go get that Triforce out of 2. Well, the question comes down to is...
That 2 is pretty big for a 2 also.
Yeah, that it is. Well, we saw, no, we didn't see 6. I wonder if how 6 looks in size. 6 is probably gonna be pretty small based on the size of some of these smaller dungeons.
If I had to take a guess, I'd say 6 is blocked right now, because we've seen everything else.
Yeah.
6 could have silvers, though. That could really throw, like I said, the monkey wrench. I'm gonna guess that JP gets his... I don't know. I don't know what he's looking for at this point. How many does he have? 4?
Here's the extra scary kicker here. What if 6 is in fact blocked by an overworld item, but it's the raft that Rex never got in 1? And so like, it would just be
that'd be fun. Yeah, I always pick it up, even if sometimes I know I don't need it and I still pick it up. It's just like a habit at this point. Unless I'm like
silvers.
Unless I'm like super go mode or something. Yeah, we haven't seen the white sword item spot, have we?
No, we haven't actually.
Rex can at least jet it here now. He got the compass finally.
Oh, speak of the devil, there's our white sword item, the recorder.
And 6 or that, well, 6 could be under a recorder spot. We don't know if we need it yet though. Rex will get the 2 Triforce. I gotta think JP knows that 2 is available still.
Yeah, I mean, it's so close to where start is right now that, like, I have to...
He's gonna probably up it and do that last.
Exactly. Yeah, it might be one of the very last things he actually gets to here.
And then JP's gonna go and eat. This will give Rex a little bit of time, but he's got to get back to 4. And he's gonna go to 7, which is not good. Unless it's silvers, then it'll... I don't know where he's going. Check... progress as well.
Going for the any road?
Maybe he hasn't checked the stuff on the other side here yet.
I feel like he has. I feel like it's going for the any. Oh no, no, he is going for 1Q5. It looks like. Those darkness let him. Yeah, so this is JP has. I mean, he saw a few rooms in 8. He didn't go super deep into 8. So I mean, is he going in for just the Triforce? Is he gonna dig for the silvers? I think that's gonna be. It's gonna help Rex in terms of catching up. Huh? Oh, he's out of bombs. That's why.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, he could farm right here, so it's free for him more or less. Yeah, the clock's on Rex right now. I mean, he needs to. He should have at least went in 7. He might be looking for 6. I don't know what he's looking for. He has everything else.
Yeah, that's all I can really think of at this point is that he is in fact looking for.
Or you know what? He's probably looking for the white sword item.
Oh, that's possible. Yeah.
That's what he's looking for. Where was it? Was that
Candle Row? East Candle Row.
Yeah, I thought he checked that.
I remember seeing him in Candle Row, but I don't remember him hitting that spot.
No, he did, because he was around the raft spot. I'm pretty sure he burned one of those bushes earlier. I don't know if he, like, went a different route. I don't know what he did. I thought he was over there, though.
Now, if he is in fact looking for 6, because he just doesn't want to go into 7, that in of itself is just going to be a big time sink. And chat said it absolutely right. If what he finds is that white sword out in the recorder, and he still thinks he needs to go into 6,
yeah,
that's just going to cost even more time.
Silvers might be in 6, though.
Could be. That's true.
You're talking about... We don't know what's in 7. We don't know what's in 6 or 9, so... It's a 25% chance that they would be in 6 right now. I think we've seen everything else.
That is true, and we don't have any items outstanding that are deemed quote-unquote important items.
Nope.
So everything here could be equally a 9.
Trying to think what we have outstanding at this point still. I don't know. Did we see wood boomerang? I'm not sure if we saw that. Haven't seen book. Silvers. We saw Coast Heart. I think that was 8. Trying to think what else is outstanding.
Definitely
Candle?
haven't seen book. Haven't seen Candle. Haven't seen Boomerang.
Candle. Yeah, Candle, book, boomerang, and silvers. That's what's left. I'm not sure why Rex is back on Death Mountain. He's like...
He went for the push block up here on
oh, the push block. Alright, that makes sense.
He's really looking for either that white sword item or 6 at this point.
I don't blame him. I mean, you kind of want to know what the hell the item is at this point, but... Because if it's ladder, that's probably what he's thinking. Oh, maybe the white sword item is ladder.
We've seen some really fun seeds, fun in quotes, seeds in the past. Oh, he's going for the other item in 1 as well.
Either he's going to pick up that raft or he didn't find it.
No, I don't think he did. I think he just bailed.
Yeah, I'm not leaving 1 without both items. Hell no.
It's not a fun one.
I mean, even if it, yeah, but he had red ring. I would have went back in after I found that try. Even if it's like a grimy dungeon like this one is with Blue Wizzies, I mean, I'm not leaving 1 without knowing what both items are in here, especially being like far away on DM.
Well, thankfully,
he has mags too, so I mean, he should be able to blow through this pretty fast.
Yeah, and while I wasn't necessarily counting, like I feel like these Blue Wizzies were a little bit rolled down, but maybe not.
Mags 2-shot kills, so breezing right now.
That's hard to tell, yeah. I think it was right of this room.
There it is.
There it is.
I'm not sure. Did JP check the raft spots? I don't even know.
Not yet. I imagine we're going to see an up and A from Rex and then go for raft spots. Oh, I guess not. He's got other stuff to do.
I'm not sure. He's probably going to check the other push block.
Oh, the grave one? Yeah, that's a good point.
There's not a lot.
Bombs in the way.
Not a lot left to check at this point. JP's giving him like just a huge like opportunity right now searching the state.
Yeah, I mean he'll walk out of this with the any key and another heart or 2, but at the end, like to your point, he's had so many hearts this entire game. It's not gonna necessarily be a game changer.
No.
Oh, he found the letter at least.
Yeah. Now you have to up A.
And what's there even left to check around here?
I'm not sure if he's checked the rest of this. I guess he hasn't.
Well, he'll make his way through here at least and eventually get to the raft spots. Unless 6 is up here. I feel like we already saw JP come up this way, but
I don't know if JP checked grave spots. I'm not sure.
And Nochi, that's a fair point that he might be wrapping to the coast after, but it isn't the ladder, so
yeah.
I mean, he might do it, but I don't know why.
No, he wouldn't do it. He doesn't have ladder. He's panicking right now. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out where ladder is and white sword item is. And he doesn't know what's where.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one.
JP's just about done with this 8, so he doesn't have much time to squander at this point.
Well, after this, I mean, JP, as we already said, he knows where 2 is. Question is do you go into 2, get the Triforce, and then gamble on silvers and 9? I'd say you would.
Yeah, I definitely would. Not knowing where 6 is at this point, yeah, I'm good. There's 5.
Oh, Rex had not seen 5 yet. That's
No,
actually a
Rex
good
hasn't
catch.
seen 5. But
I mean, he's not going to get what he wants out of this, but
he's
like...
he's gonna get White Sword out of here, which is okay, but for the
It's not even
time
going to
he's
help
gonna...
him. He's got mags.
Yeah, it's true. Not gonna help at this point. And he needs to find it. I mean, I think that's pretty, like, buried in here, too. I don't think it's, like, right in the beginning.
No, it wasn't. 5
It was
ended up
like...
being pretty big.
It was like these 2 staircases. Remember, it was like back-to-back staircases. Yeah, here we go. JP's going to 2, and then I guarantee he's going to 9 right after.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the smart call.
And there's just the 7 and the mysterious 6, which are still out there.
Which I still think we're going to have him go for. So if it doesn't turn out that there's anything of value, aka the silvers in 6, I mean, it's a... That's really his only saving grace, actually, is the silvers have to be in 6 in order for this to be an opportunity, because he's going to go looking for it.
Yeah, or 7, which I haven't seen what's in 7, so could hold JP up a little bit more, but that's the compass at least, so that's good for him. But
and White Sword we're going to find down in a stairwell here in 5. Well, on the plus side, it's going to make for an entertaining post-stream interview.
Yep.
Yeah, thinking about the positives. Yeah, that 5 it's got a little oomph to it. JP just absolutely beelining. The Yankee, I guess, was a good-ish win here. I mean, it saved him some keys and or bombs, but I mean, at this point, the mugger's not really going to impact you so strongly.
nope. I think JP's probably pretty comfortable without mags on White Sword at this point, also.
Yeah, I suspect we're going to see, like you said, right to 9.
Yep.
Consult my tracker. Where was 9? It was, okay, just to the west here. It was in the cave south of the desert.
There was a meat block you were saying earlier I missed.
Oh, yeah, the meat block was, like, at the very top of 5, doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright, here we go. At, I don't know, just shy of 51 minutes, we have JP in 9. Looking for silvers, looking for Ganon, looking for Zelda. Yeah, and for chat, we don't actually know how many mags was. We know it's at least 12. It's between 10 and 14, so... 12. So as we go through as JP, I mean, we're looking for anything that pushes. I mean, you could always be interested in finding a compass or a map. I mean, certainly, right? But any block that'll push to open up a stairwell is important for us. Any open stairwell, obviously. The sound of Ganon and a shutter door that will not open after defeating the room. Get a single push block. That's interesting. So we're going to have a total of 14 staircases here. And oh, by the way, Rex is going to get the Triforce and get out of 5, so that's good. Hopefully he's figured out that he's going to block the item.
I was going to say, yeah, I think that was a Goma block, White Sword, right? So that's good. That's actually better for him knowing that Bo is not there.
Yeah. It's helpful, but you also have to clear the entire dungeon to go ahead and know that for sure.
Yep.
Oh, and that's the sound of Ganon. on him though. So yeah, there's a total of 14 stairs here in 9. So JP's got to go ahead and find the right one out of those 14 and hope that it is the silvers. 2 of them are going to go to items.
There's Zelda.
Yep. Near enough to Ganon that we can hear Ganon from where we are right now.
Yep.
Once those silvers are found, this is going to be a straight shot, I think, for JP. Assuming, again, of course, the silvers are in 9.
Yeah, at the very least, he's getting all the knowledge for 9.
Yep. Without a book, the hints aren't really going to help. With the book, we could get something along the lines of, the silvers to kill the beast lie elsewhere, or they're in the, northwest of the skull, northeast, something like that.
Yeah, even if I know, like, a lot of knowledge already, and, like, I see the book late, like, I'll pick it up just for hints in 9 sometimes.
That's 100% valid, right? That's the same opinion on that one for sure. Well, shivering room in 9 is always fun, but you're not going there without the bow anyways, so and you need the ladder for that. So I guess it doesn't really matter if you end up having any ladder blocks in here. Oh, we're getting raft checks. First one down.
There's the
1
raft
Q4
checks.
is useless.
I don't think Rex has found the tutor still, has he?
No, but he's getting close to
See,
it.
look, he did do a burn bush check there. And he did
I
that
remember
one.
this one too. What happened to the next one?
Yeah, I told you, he was on the corner. I don't know why he stopped over here.
Die here? I remember him dying here.
Maybe he died on this screen? I don't know. Or he went down? I'm not sure. There it is.
Well, he's gonna get the recorder, and if 6 is not recorder block, this is just gonna slow him down.
He needs,
More checks.
he needs to go back to 4, but he doesn't think he does, so that's what's screwing him up. Yeah, he's going somewhere else again. Oh, wait.
Hey, he's walking up to 4. You going back to 4, Rex?
Nope. I want to see what the map of this 9 looks like. He's been in a lot of rooms already.
Yeah. Man, patchers are just the best, aren't they?
He's going to go to 7, I think.
That, or is he going to go to the other? I think he's going to go check the other coast,
He's
the
doing-
other raft spot.
No, whistle checks.
Oh, he's going for a trip. He's got the recorder lake up here to check out too.
Yeah,
He's gonna
clock's
skip that one.
clock's ticking right now.
Alright, so we know that that doesn't blow in the dead woods. And 9 is doing 9 things, right? It's making it
Yeah.
really challenging to find that other staircase, or it's one of the 2 staircases that he needs.
I think at this point JP has too much of a lead. Rex is back in 7 now too, so
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's going to be very challenging to materially come back from this for Rex. Unless, again, as we've said a few times, if he's in 7 right now, for instance, and he finds the silvers, or if he finds 6 in a really awkward spot and finds silvers, then the game changes. But if 9 actually has the silvers, it's over.
yeah.
And chat, we're saying silvers in 6 only because 6 is the one that's unfound. It would be because there's no knowledge of 6 for JP. So if Rex finds it, it's a little bit more of an advantage for him than if it's in 7, because JP knows where that is. That's the only reason we're commenting on that. We don't actually know where the silvers are.
Rex finds a heart, so he's looking for stairs in 7 now. It could be in 7 still too. I mean, he could find silvers right now in 7. So
I mean, either dungeon is better for him than it being a 9.
well, he knows he's blocked in 3. He thinks that he can't do anything 4, which he could, and 5 he's blocked. So I mean, there's nothing left after the 7 because he doesn't know where 6 is.
Yeah.
So the only thing that could screw him up is if he starts looking for 6 and gambles on that. But we know it's not.
We know it's not. Supposedly his tracker is marked to say that he is in fact ladder blocked in 4. So
Right.
I mean that sounds to me like it's going to be a 6 dig, because he's got every overworld blocking item right now except the ladder, and he's going to be thinking that it's the ladder in 6, so it couldn't be in one of those spots. And we already know that it's not behind a ladder spot, incidentally.
No, it's not a ladder spot. 9 is doing 9 stuff, though. I mean, the only thing is he has 9 routed already, so it's just a matter of finding that staircase.
And routing 9 wasn't terrible, too, so if it does turn into, like, Rex finds silvers here in 7, for instance, and just books it to 9, whereas JP is crawling every single room looking for them, like, he can come back. This is not over.
No, it's not over yet.
Oof. That hurts to see in 7. There's your,
What was
there's
that?
the wooden boomerang.
Wood boomerang. I didn't see what it was. He's gonna look for 6 now, I guarantee.
Yeah, no guarantee Zelda's ladder blocked. Well, it doesn't really matter because you need the ladder to get the bow, so whether she's ladder blocked or not, it's irrelevant. You're gonna have to have the ladder by the time you go in there.
Not having a map right now is not helping JP either.
Oh yeah, it's true. And
This
yeah,
could
check
be
confirmed. Silvers are in 6 or 9. We don't know which one yet.
Oh, Rex finds 6 though. Book and 9.
Looking for a push block in 6. Okay. Well, we're 50-50 now for what we know.
It might be in some weird place too.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that's going to help Rex, because JP doesn't know if it's in 7 and doesn't know where 6 is, so he could go dig 7 out, waste time, and if Rex gets silvers here, then it'll help him.
Yeah.
He won't Master's Guard the compass. He knows where Zelda is anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the only hint that's going to be valuable for... Is Rex getting ladder blocked out of 6, by the way? That would actually be pretty decent for him if the silvers are not in here, is getting ladder blocked out.
It will be decent, but it will be bad at the same time, because JP has the ladder, he finds 6 quick, and he's going to get screwed anyway.
Yeah, it's true, actually. No matter what, silvers either have to be in here or it's game over, because the only other spot is 9.
Yeah, Rex. It's not a good scenario for Rex either way on that.
Not ladder blocked. Block over here on JP's side, and another transport.
That gotta be a 6 stair. I've seen a lot of stairs already.
And to add into some of the commentary that's going on in chat, there are 3 old men in 9, and there are 4 possible hints they might say in 9. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the ball game, isn't it?
That's gonna be the killer right there. He knows where it is now.
Silvers are in fact in 9. JP knows which quadrant they're in. Rex is still looking for ladder. That's there's gonna have to be a lot of luck involved to go ahead.
You've seen a lot of the Southwest too. I'm actually surprised he didn't run into that room.
Yeah.
It's got to be like a weird room behind a wall or something at this point.
Rex getting Y forced out in 6 too.
Not good.
And to the previous comment, just to talk about the hints, there's three old men that can go ahead and show hints, and there's 4 possible hints. One that tells you where Ganon is, one that tells you where Zelda is, one that tells you where the silvers are, and one that tells you which monsters are blocking the compass. You just get 3 out of those 4. And for chat going on right now, it's Rex believes himself to be ladder blocked out of 4, but he's not. It did look ladder blocked, but there was a path that you could take to go ahead and progress, and the ladder is in 4 along that path, and so he's continuing to dig other dungeons looking for that particular ladder right now. However, JP's got the ladder. JP knows where the silvers are.
It's just a matter of time before JP finds this room. Maybe this is going to be it here. That's probably it. That's all she wrote.
That'll do it. Yep.
Rex outplayed himself.
Well, as a note, let's see if Rex continues after the win from JP here, because I know he probably feels pretty behind. But not the first tiebreaker, not the second, but the third tiebreaker when it comes to seeding is your lost time here. So we'll see. Yeah, I have chat that's talking about the different flags for the book. There's a handful of them, but the big ones that are fun are, you know, the boomstick one, where instead of fire at the end when you pick up of a one shot when you pick up the book, it's an explosion like a bomb. That's pretty cool. There's a book to understand old men, which is what we're using in this flag set. And there's book is an atlas, where having the book will grant you every single map. We are not using that one in this flag set. And I gotta tell you, I said earlier about the extra candles being like the best quality of life thing Fred wrote. I put that as an easy second. It feels real good to be able to pick up every map when you find that book. And there's Ganon. We're, what, 2 rooms away from Zelda?
He has a potion, too. I'm not sure if we use both of them, but I know we have one. Yeah, so
that's a good stun lock, too. There's no risk here. Oh, and as Rex finds the item in 6, it is the red candle. He knows he's got something mismarked at this point.
Yeah, he's lost right now. Now, I would imagine he knows it's 4. I don't know where he's going. Maybe.
Well, it's GG's in chat with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 26 seconds. BrewersFanJP has taken the win.
I don't think anybody could complain about that seed except Rex missing that bomb wall. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's
Rex
not too bad.
Oh, I thought he was DNFing.
All right, he's not yet, so I mean that's good. We'll see what happens. He's going into 4, so we'll get this guy checked out. In the meantime, let's see if we go ahead and we get JP here into the booth to have an opportunity to chat with us this evening.
I think he knows exactly what he did right now too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you recognize this. It's a thought it was a ladder block. It's not actually a ladder
that's where
block.
that's where you up-aid right there was that
right
Zelda room. Go to the next room.
In the next room, the vertical moat though.
What how do you get through that then? What was the answer?
I don't recall. Well, whatever it ends up being, Rex is still going for it. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what chat's saying. Like, you didn't go into the vertical moat room, you gotta come in below the vertical moat room on your way up. That's what it was.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Yeah. And Rex is back in 5. Now, this one, it was Goma blocked, was the item, yeah.
JP's
so he must,
in the join room. I don't know if somebody needs to bring him up.
Oh, no, I mean, he'll know to come on up whenever he's ready, I think. We'll put a chat in, a comment in there. Ever ready. There you go. And we'll see. I know we're a couple. Hey, and it's BrewersFanJP. JP, GG, man.
Thank you.
GG.
Well, that sure was a seed. I think we're gonna have some interesting chats once we get Rex up here too, to go ahead and chat with us about what was going on and how this was actually playing out. He, as a matter of fact, if we want to mark it, Rex has forfeited in the race room, so we can go mark him as a forfeit and get him in here to have a little bit of chat of the game. There we are. Anyways, JP, how'd you feel about that seed overall, man?
I mean, overall, felt pretty good, you know, got an early wand. That really was nice. Gave me some good combat early. Then ladder out of 4. Let me go get bow. Good thing I bought arrows. That helped quite a bit. Don't know if the wood arrows are actually. Well, I guess depends on what you get in 6 and 7, but wood arrows did help quite a bit. Combat wise, not too bad of a seed. I mean, Wizrobes in one. I think Wizrobes only problematic in one dungeon, maybe 2. But
Yeah.
You guys were neck and neck until you took that bomb wall in 4 that went up and got you the bow, or the ladder rather, and then Rex missed that wall. He actually just went back there before he DNF'd, and that was the big game breaker in this match.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the difference. You guys were doing so well. You went completely different directions, but we're doing so well on being even. Rex was up in Death Mountain pretty early on, had his red ring out of 1 really early on, carrying wood sword early and everything. But gosh, that 4, you snagging the ladder and him bailing, thinking it was ladder blocks was tough.
That was the game, the difference.
I knew in 4 it was I was gonna likely be able to bomb around that just because 4 almost every wall is bombable. I think there's only 1 or 2 that aren't. Which, well, Zelda's room was fun there, but beyond that.
Yeah, he definitely fumbled on that one. That was the big one, because you were doing the dungeons he saw later that you went to DM after him, and then he went and did the dungeons like 8 and stuff that you saw later. So you were just trading off. But him missing that wall in 4, not getting ladder was the big, like I said, the game breaker.
Yeah. And considering how my 9 went, I mean, in terms of combat, 9 was fine. But in terms of searching, I still have my tracker up. I don't know what the map was, but I only have 15 rooms marked unchecked, and I can guarantee you at least 5 of those you can get into. So it was a big 9 for sure. Actually, it was going to be like probably a 55 to 60 room 9.
It looked like a big 9.
But yeah, silvers ended up being the last staircase. Thankfully, I got that hint that at least sent me back to the right area. But I mean, that could have easily been a 9 that changed things quite a bit.
Yeah, that was quite nice, and having the silvers there was super, obviously super helpful, right? You needed the silvers, but with Rex going around hunting for the ladder, it was dug out all of 6, dug out all of 7. If it turns out one of those 2 ended up carrying silvers, we could have seen a different game at the end there. But yeah, that hint was huge. Finding the book in 9 was great. I know it was really early on, but that book could have been anywhere, and it was incredibly helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I remember the one hint room, went right back there to check it, just to see if it happened to be silver hints. And when it was, yeah, I went right back to find where the silvers were. Because
Yeah.
when I got that book, I got that hint. I only had 2 rooms in the southwest I had not checked.
Yeah, that's what we were saying when we saw that hint come up. We're like, wait a minute, he's seen pretty much everything in the southwest quadrant, hasn't he? At this, and we saw you pull your map up, and you had a whole bunch of coverage there.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot done, so I was surprised you missed it in the beginning to begin with.
Yeah, I focused a little too much on stairs. I probably should have checked other rooms a little earlier, but worked out at least today.
Well, GG.
Yep. GG.
Yeah. That's I guess that's the closing commentary here. Is what any final thoughts you have on the race so far, or honestly the tournament in general? The flag said anything, JP. You got the open ground for a moment.
It's definitely taken me a little bit to get used to this flag set. Feel like I'm doing better now. We'll see how it goes going forward. I mean, I know both the 1-0 and 0-1 groups are going to be very scary. So, man, yeah, I've been seeing some of the runners on both sides, and wow, it's going to be like there's no knowing who you're going to draw next round.
Yeah, it's the 1-0 group. I mean, there's some scary people. There's some super scary people in the 0-1. And at the end of this, as we said at the very beginning of the stream, there's going to be 6 weeks of this going on as we go through the Swiss brackets to
try to get some better seating. There's going to be 64 people in the upper bracket, 28, I believe, in the lower bracket, and that means everybody's 6-0, 5-1, 4-2, and I think most of the 3-3s, right? If not all of the 3-3s, will be making it.
There's
It's
going to
just
be, if I remember correct, I think there's even 2 and 4 people will make it.
yeah, where's Slamu when you need him, right? With all these stats, but
Yeah,
yeah, I think you're right.
I think he told me that, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's how it goes.
Yeah, he's doing all the good numbers here. So it'll still, regardless of how the Swiss weeks go, it'll still make for a really interesting tournament when we get into that scope.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Well, JP, thank you so much for the thank you so much for doing this, for doing the run on the restream here today, where we got an opportunity to watch you and commentate on you, and a whole bunch of people came here and had a chance to see this win for you tonight. Congratulations on that, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. I hope to not run into you in the next couple weeks.
And anybody that plays, there's a banger developing right now, so get in this race room. We're about to start.
Is there?
There is.
Oh my goodness. Well, then I think we have to close this out real soon so we can get in, huh?
For me, I got work to do tonight, so probably not, but have fun with that. And yeah, thanks for commentary and tracking as well.
GG again.
Yeah, GG again. Well, then I'll throw out my final commentary and hand it over to you, Mercs. But thanks to SpeedGaming for going ahead and restreaming this. This is awesome. I'm so super happy that we can go ahead and we can see these types of events happen here. Mercs, I think this is the first time we've done commentary together. This is fantastic. Absolutely loved it.
That was fun.
Nochi, thank you for the tracking. That was great too. Trackers are huge in the community. You don't see them as much because we're not waving their names around and they're not going ahead and talking to you the entire time. But if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be having this race here today. So I mean, heck, you could have thrown me or Mercs out the window here, and Nochi's still going to stick around, and we would still have gone on the air. So that should tell you exactly how important that is. So thanks a lot to all that. Thanks a lot to our runners. Thanks to everybody out there. Give those runners a follow, by the way, when you get a chance. Matter of fact, we'll put that command out there in chat. Give a follow to both of them. Give a follow to Mercs. Give a follow to Nochi, and you'll yeah, that's all I really got, Mercs. I'll let you close it out.
All right, just thanks to SpeedGaming. That's all I got. Thanks for doing comms with me and tracking. And it was fun.
That it was. Well, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening, and if you're running, come on down to the race time GG. We got a room. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.